Is it best to file when engaged or after marriage? Is the process faster? This is a good question and a good opportunity to explain the difference. So you technically cannot file for a green card when you're engaged. What you can file for if the person is not in the U.S. is a fiancé visa. If the person is in the U.S., you can't file anything for them unless you're married. Once you do get married, then you can file a green card application, and you can either do that as an adjustment of status because the person's already in the U.S., or you can do a consular processing because the person is not in the U.S. Engagement has its own requirements. If you're filing a K-1 visa, the person has to be outside of the United States. You have to have plans to be getting married within 90 days of entering the U.S. There also is a high penalty for the U.S. citizen, which is that if you enter into the country and you don't marry that person, or that person doesn't marry you within the 90 days, then they will not be able to adjust their status again in the U.S. They will have to leave the country. Like, let's say they meet somebody else, they will have to, get a waiver, leave the country, and that's how they'll be able to do it. So the penalty is really high. So you too, if you're marrying someone, or if you're engaged to someone and the person is filing a fiancé visa for you, you want to make sure your relationship is really solid, and then you guys will get married, because the penalty is great.